Hello everyone, live feed time. Right, I'm going to quickly send out a few invites because that's what we do here. Send some of these out, lovely. Brilliant. I'm going to straighten up my phone because she's sitting a bit wonky. Lovely. Brilliant. Christmas live feed time. We can tell it's the Christmas live feed because look, it's Christmas tree. Lars has joined us. Thanks for joining, Lars. Right, now I'm going to swipe my comments back and forwards a couple of times so they work. Because Facebook's crap, then it tells me when it's working. Will's joined us. Thanks for joining, Will. Robert joined us. Thanks for joining, Robert. How the kids going opening the presents? Speaking of presents, got a couple sitting right here. Right, lovely. Here for a few minutes. I don't know when I'm going to announce the competition winners. That'll be at some stage, so you might want to duck in and out, Rob, if you get the chance. I know it's a bit difficult, but as per usual, I'll upload the video to the group, so you've got a chance of watching it afterwards. Will says Merry Christmas, Will. Lars says Merry Christmas, Lars. Exciting stuff. How is everyone? Obviously, it is Christmas here in Australia. The day is here, okay, because we're the first there, we're ahead of time. So that's how Christmas it is right now. Okay, we've got a Christmas tree there, lights going and everything. I've got 2 Christmas presents sitting on the bench here. Gift wrapped and everything. So when a few of you guys join, we're gonna rip straight in and we're gonna open up a Christmas present or 2. Love Christmas presents. Roland's joined us. Thanks for joining, Roland. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what today's about. It's Christmas. It's just a fun live feed. I'm not sure how long it'll go for. Hannah's out there cooking some meats and it smells. So the power of the smell of meat may be enough for me to go, feed's over, and go out and get some food. So yes, Rolf's with us, is he? I didn't see Rolf join. Sorry, mate. Facebook's crap at telling me who's here and who's not. So how is everyone? What's everyone doing? I know it's probably late where Lars and such is. Please don't message me while we're in a feed. Please. Tyler's joined us. Thanks for joining, Tyler. I could have swore I turned the notifications off on my messenger. Whoops. Rolf, Merry Xmas. It's finished here and I'm stuffed. What, you've already finished Christmas? No. So yes, right, wonder which present should we open first. We've got 2 presents. Do we open this one? Now when I say presents, this is obviously opening presents because it's Christmas. I mean, duh, you have to open a present. It's Christmas, so you're going to open a present and there's going to be 2 unboxings. So we're going to unbox what's in the presents. I may or may not know what's in the boxes. I know what's in them. Right, so we're gonna whip this one open. Are you guys excited? It's 1:40 AM after Christmas Eve. So it's not Christmas, you're not at the end of Christmas yet. Oh, can you see what that is? Casually slide all the paper out of the way. Look. I shared a picture the other day of these little things on the group. Hobby Plus, 24th scale, ready to run crawler. Got it through D1RC, see it right here on the box. They run an AliExpress shop. I can drop a link in here later on to the truck and their store, etc. I also got the wheels that are on the PG4. They're from the same people, so check it out. So we're not going to faff about. We're going to dive straight in. I want to see what this little truck's like. Right. I'll move this over here a bit. And I'll rip the box open. I'm just going to grab all the stuff out and start showing you what's in it. Part of the reason I got this is because lots of kiddies get money for Christmas. And these things, I think Australian, they were 114. Cheap. This thing is ready to run. Battery, little charger, USB charger with it. Comes with a 1S LiPo. Man, those wire ties. Massively overkill. Ugh. Right. Check that out. Swipe the comments out of the way. Have a go at that little fella. That is a Hobby Plus 24 scale waterproof, all waterproof receiver, servo, 1 kilogram servo. Doesn't sound like much when you're used to talking about 20 kilo servos, etc. in our big crawls. This is 24 scale, so 1 kilo, that's not bad. I'm going to rip the body off. Now, I will say, because I did a bit of research on these, bead-lock wheels, real bead-lock wheels, they are plastic, but from what I've heard, I've been talking to the guy that runs Hobby Plus, they are going to be making some upgrades and such for these. So there's a possibility of metal wheels, etc. and so on. They do run a little hex setup. Mate, Rob, how scale are those tyres? They're brilliant. And they're not too big. They don't poke out like you know. The backs are a bit wider, I think, than the fronts, but still, these things happen. I'll whip the body off. Right. So that's your body, typical Lexan body. Now they do come. This is what I was saying before. They do come in a few different body styles. Now, there's little Defender utes, like a G-Wagon, stuff like that. There's a few different body styles. Now, some of them even come with a metal exo cage. The Jeep doesn't. I didn't realise this until after I bought it. But Ryan's joined us. Thanks for joining, Ryan. The Defender and such come with a metal exo cage, which is epic. For the money, you can't go wrong. So that's our little body, and that's, I mean, geez, you're never going to break that. That's a pretty tough little body. Lovely. That's that. You do get, let me just undo this little wire here. Now, I was going to have some AAA batteries so I could put in my controller, but I forgot to bring them in with me. If you're watching, Hannah, could you bring me some batteries? Comes with a LiPo. 600 milliamp hour, 1S LiPo. Ready to run. Now, according to the box, I haven't tested this yet, but according to the box, David's joined us. Thanks for joining, David. Lee's here. Thanks for being here, fellas. Much appreciated. This little 600 milliamp hour battery will run this little crawler for 45 minutes. That's impressive. Now, what I did was, because I know what I'm like, I jumped on Wish and I had a bit of a search for 1S LiPos, and I found a pack that includes 2 1S LiPos, I think they're possibly 700 milliamp hours, 2 1S LiPos, and a charger for $7. I think the postage was another $7. Tripled my run time for $14 delivered. So, if you want to get something like this and you want to get some more little 1S LiPos to run with it, Wish, search 1S LiPo. This is charged with a USB charger. I don't know how long it takes to charge. I'm sure that'll be in the book, but in here we have a little plug-in USB charger. It's as simple as plug this into this. You can plug that to your laptop, your phone charger, etc. and so on. Charge your batteries. Rex says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Rex. Thanks for joining, mate. David says, Merry Christmas. Nice little rig. Dude, I'm impressed. I've got to be honest. So that's our charger with a little screwdriver in there as well. Manual. I'm not going to worry about going too deep into the manual. We'll have a quick look and then we'll go over the truck some more. We have a little bloody wheel brace. It feels very light. I'm not entirely sure whether that's metal or plastic. Either way, it's there. The book. This is going to be, as far as I can tell, a good lesson in Chinese. I don't know if there's an English section. There is exploded views of the whole truck, which is lovely. If you look on the... oh, wow, it's one of the big fold-out dealies. It's going to take me 3 weeks to fold back up, just so you know. We have full parts lists and such, optional extras and so on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different body styles, and you can buy the bodies in clear. Wicked. I quite like that. So, you can already see, I'm not going to fold that. You can already see there's a few customising options for this little truck. The ESC says that it's FPV ready. It's got a plug for the monitor. Motor? There's a thing there somewhere that says that this thing is FPV ready. I wonder if it's that plug. Must be. So that must power your camera for your FPV, providing your FPV will run on one ounce. Crazy. So there she is. Waterproof receiver, waterproof servo, a tiny little motor down in there. I mean, it's very similar to an SCX-10 setup, but obviously tiny. Plenty of flex, 4-link suspensions, front and rear, 4-link. I quite like that. That is a nifty looking little truck. Oscar's joined us. Thanks for joining, Oscar. What do you think of that thing? Do you like that? I mean, having all these wires poking up doesn't make it look pretty, but check that out, would you? I will post some pictures of this on the page once the feed's finished. And I know I say that a lot and I forget to do it, but I will. I will post some pictures. Will, how much does it cost? I believe it was 116 Australian dollars. So you're going to be around 95 US dollars. I mean, the chassis rails look to be metal. I mean, they're small, but I mean, it's a small truck. There is Phillips head screws. I don't like the Phillips head screws, but I mean, it is what it is. It does have LEDs in the bumper front and rear. This little truck is pretty well equipped for what it is. John Davies joined us. Kevin's joined us. Thanks for joining, fellas. So if you want to... Jamie Taylor's joined us too. Thanks for joining, Jamie. If you want an RTR 24 scale truck... Oh, come on, body. Straighten up that body post. Get that body to sit there. I'll put the pins back on. So if you want a cheap RTR truck, and this thing's perfect for kiddies, if you're going to get the kids involved in the hobby, this thing, brilliant. I mean, let's face it, if they really trash it, well, it's just $100 to go and buy a new one. It's like replacing a dead goldfish. You can just replace it and they won't know. So, Hobby Plus. Now, we all know that's a Jeep. Doesn't matter who you are, that's a Jeep. Doesn't say Jeep on it, because if you don't have to pay for licensing, don't. But I mean, that's a Jeep. It's a shorty. That's brilliant. I reckon that's wicked. I'm hoping to check out more of... I've been keeping a bit of an eye on Hobby Plus, and they're releasing some pretty cool looking stuff. So I'm looking to do a lot more unboxings and such of what Hobby Plus does, and some run videos and all that sort of thing to see. I mean, after looking at this little thing, the quality's there. It's a seriously nice looking little truck. I'll take some really good pictures so you guys can see it all properly. But I mean, it looks really nice. It really looks nice. And I'll tell you what, you can 6x6 this thing. The rear diff looks like it splits directly in half, and you can just bolt the front to the back of another one and make a 6x6. We'll say 95 US bucks, I believe it is. That's cheap. Will, don't forget the link. I'm interested in one. Worst case, if I forget, shoot me a message and I will send it to you. But I mean, check it out, man. That's a cool looking little Jeep. Oh, I love scale suspension. What scale is it? It is 124 scale. Comparison. This is a 132 scale Orlando Hunter. Yet to be completed because I keep forgetting about the thing and etc. and so on, but that's beside the point. This is a 124 scale. So this is a handy little truck. You can drive it around the house. I'm excited to drive this thing after the feed. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Comes with a 1S LiPo, for those that didn't see it. 600 milliamp hour. Yep. According to the box, 45-minute runtime. If you jump on Wish, search 1S LiPo, I may be able to send you a link because I ordered one myself. There's a pack that's got 2 1S LiPos and a charger for them for like $7, which is just stupid cheap. You go to a shop, this battery alone is going to cost you $30 or $20 at least. So there's that. Anything else? Oh, the controller. We've got the controller. I'm not gonna faff about too long today because there's food cooking out there and I can smell it and it smells delicious. Right, so controller time. World's biggest white eyes. Let's have a look-see. Now, obviously, small truck's going to have a smaller controller. Just going to cut that cardboard there because I don't want to break anything. Yoink. Okay, so this is our controller. Little pistol grip. Apparently, there's a third channel. There's a button here for channel 3. I don't know if that's lights off or on. I wish I had batteries now. Anyway, this hasn't got batteries in it, I'm sure. I don't know how it opens. Anywho, this is our controller. It feels nice enough. I mean, obviously, it's a cheaper controller. The whole truck is like 115 Australian dollars, so don't expect a DX6 with this. But for the money, it doesn't feel bad. I'm quite impressed by that, actually. It's not a lot of the micro stuff you buy. I've got a very dusty ECX motorbike. Now, these things charge with a USB, etc. I haven't touched this in a long time. I don't even know what the controller is. But my point being, these things come with this tiny little controller, and it's just, if you've got man hands, it's hard to hold on to it. This, that's just as nice to hold on to as an expensive radio. The shape, etc. of the handle is actually, that's quite nice. I challenge any of you, if you buy one of these, to tell me different. I reckon that's pretty bloody good. Quite like that. We've got our trim buttons, etc. on the top of the radio, dual rate trim for throttle and steering, etc. Simple, to the point. I like that. So for 115 Australian dollars, 95 American dollars, ready to run, waterproof, 24 scale crawler. That's pretty impressive. This is how you see if your kids are going to enjoy the hobby, and if they don't, you've scored yourself a 24 scale crawler. Picking up what I'm putting down? Right, so I'm going to move that to the side. If there's any other details you want to see on this little truck, let me know and I'll do my best to show you. I'm really quite impressed with that. I'm excited because I've been looking at, I haven't had much in the way of bashes for quite some time. I've been checking out, these guys make a truck called the Ravage 10 scale brushless thing. Comes in brushed as well, so you got options. Comes with a LiPo. I reckon I'll pick one of those up and unbox it here, unbox it for YouTube. I'll unbox this for YouTube too, and in saying that, I've already I've destroyed the box ripping into it. It's Christmas, that's what you do. So I reckon I'll do an unboxing on that and take it out and bash the crap out of it and sort of really put it through its paces. So I'm excited about that. Right, so that's that. I'm going to have a swig of me coffee because that's what we do here. You can get your jokes in now about how much I love my iced coffee. Lovely. Right. Dear Johnny, Merry Christmas from Santa. He is real. Right. I don't know anyone that opens presents like that, by the way. Oh, look, it's a box. It's a box. The best kind of Christmas present comes in an RC Mart box. Am I right? Huh? Right. Because we're not faffing about, we're going to whip straight into it. Hannah says, Merry Christmas everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day celebrating with family. Be sure to post pictures of your RC prezzies. I apologise for any noise coming from the kitchen. Oh dear. Now I love Hannah to bits, but it's got to be said, she's the noisiest person in the history of the world in the kitchen. You'll probably find that out. If there's no more live feeds after this one, I got killed after making that comment. Okay, so first up, I bought myself some more RC Mart t-shirts because I like them. There's a new 2018 design. I think 2018/2019. They breathe a lot more. I like a t-shirt that breathes. I mean, especially when you're sitting in a hot shed, garage, whatever. It's nice to have a comfortable shirt that breathes. So now this next one. I know the box set from Santa, but Bob's joined us. Thanks for joining, Bob. This next one is a present to me from Hannah. Okay, this bit's not. This is the pinion gear for the XM1S little Sprinter race car. So we're in the right direction with that. Let me just set that there. Okay, the box is empty. Who wants to see what she got me? Smash a like. Smash a like if you want to see what Hannah got me for Christmas. Regardless of the night. Look, she's a good cook. I'm not. I'm so going to die after this feed. She's a good cook. I'm not denying that, but she's noisy in the kitchen. I mean, she knows that too. Funny stuff. Okie dokie. So, Hannah's present to me for Christmas is a FlySky GT5 radio. Now, I've been doing a bit of research and such on radios. I wanted to get a new pistol grip radio because I've got probably 15 pistol grip radios here, and I have to write on them what truck they're for and all that sort of nonsense, and it's irritating. It really is irritating. So I did some research, and I wanted to find a radio that could store a lot of vehicles, have plenty of options, plenty of channels, all that sort of goodness. And after my research, value for money, this thing was pretty hard to beat. I believe, memory test here, I believe it was about $86 US. It's a 6-channel radio, comes with a receiver, and that's a gyro receiver too, which are more expensive, as you'd imagine. So we're going to open this up and take a bit of a sticky beak. If there's any specific facts or features, etc., you want to know about, ask me and I'll read them off the box, because that's about as much as I know. I did do a bit of research. Generally with this sort of stuff, I like to learn as I go. If you learn as you go, you remember what settings did what and what made a difference and why it did it, etc. Kyle's joined us. Thanks for joining, Kyle. Robert says you're going to love it. Whew, good. I'm really funny when it comes to buying radios. I'll buy a Spectrum DX6 every day of the week if it's cheap enough, because I know they're bloody good and they do everything I want more. So to go to a different brand, I've not had a FlySky radio since my very first RC. And that was the one with the blue screen on top, saves 10 models and a twisty wheel on it. One of you guys will know the model. You can get, Robert, send me a link. You can get waterproof receivers from Hobby King. Now, do they work with this radio? Because apparently I've done a bit of reading. Some people say they only like ADF HDS2A or whatever it is, receivers. Other people say they'll run just about any receiver FlySky make. So, I mean, FlySky receivers are pretty cheap at the best of times. So, if I spend $5 on a receiver and it doesn't work, I'll live. He's going to need them. Oh, at last. Right, so let's whip it out here. So, first piece is that slides off. Now, where does the next bit open? Next bit opens up here, does it? Ooh, okay, that opens up that way. Brand spanky doodle, live unboxing. You've seen it as it goes. First things first, instruction manual. Not very thick. Quick start guide. There's probably a more detailed guide online that you can download. The first parts are pretty much Chinese. Oh no, it's not a fold-out one. Dear RC companies, I love your products. Please do not make manuals that fold out like this. It's just, please don't. Make them a little book. Cut that off. I don't care if it's got 2 staples in it. I want to... Dirt bikes. I want to open a book. I don't want to unfold the map of the Grand Canyon before I head off. I'll just quickly read the instructions. Please make them books. Okay? So anyway, I mean, that's just nitpicky stuff, really. That doesn't mean that much. One side's English, the other side's Chinese. That's good. So we've got options, and I can learn how to use the radio without having my truck shoot off the bench and smashing into something. Lovely. Takes 4 AA batteries or 2S lithium battery. Lovely. I like a radio that's low on power consumptions. Lawrence joined us. Thanks for joining, Lauren. So we've got our book. Then we have a rubber grippy. I like that. I like it when you buy a radio. Oh, the new smell. When you buy a radio and such, and it's got the extra bits. It's got the extra bits that you need. Is that a left-hand grip? It's got an L on it. I'm assuming it's a left-hand grip. Last, I have a bunch of Fly Skies, GT3Bs, GT2s, i6. None of them have broken. I've had glitches. Very happy with them. Lovely. That's good. Like I said, I've done my research. I know you can hack a lot of these radios to get more channels. I'm not phased about hacking it. As long as it works and does what I want it to do out of the box, brilliant. That's the main thing. Right. Massive piece of foams. This thing's well protected, obviously, for the transports, and that's a good thing. Right, first things first, I'll grab this receiver out. Are you all having a good Christmas day? You poor buggers, where it's still Christmas Eve. Lol. So, here's our 6-channel FSBS6 receiver. I mean, I know it's hard for you guys to see because Facebook's crap at focusing on stuff, but if you like, I'll put a picture after the feed, etc. So this is the receiver that has a gyro with it. So for your drifters and planes and whatever planes, you know what I mean, drifters and such, race cars, gyro, good stuff. As of yet, I'm not entirely sure what the first receiver is going to go into. I've got a lot of trucks that I'm going to put on this radio, so technically it doesn't matter. But Bo's joined us, Rob's joined us. Thanks for joining, fellas. Much appreciated. Merry Christmases. Okay, now for the biggie. So, we have a bind plug. I'm not going to worry about getting that out. We've all seen bind plugs before. If you haven't, Google bind plug. It's a pretty simple bit of kit. Okay, so I'm going to move the box out of the way. Right. Right, move the box out of the way. I'm going to get the radio. This already feels pretty beefy, which is good. Well, check out that bad boy. I suppose there's batteries in it. No, there's not batteries. So this is the Fly Sky GT5. And don't mind me, I'm seeing this for the first time too, obviously. We have a scrolly wheel up on top. I'll turn this around. Scrolly wheel up on top. 2 buttons either side of it, a bind button and a back button. We have channel 5 and channel 6 switches up the top. This is quite nice. Fold up antenna. I like that. I don't like a radio with your antennas like that the whole time. It leaves you less and less options as to where you can put the thing without risk of breaking something. So it's nice that you can just fold it down out of the way. I'm not entirely sure I'd rest my radio on it, but if that's folded up, You can rest your radio down, flat on the ground, and it's not going to go anywhere. Third channel switch on the side. Now, I don't know, Robert's used one of these, so he might be able to shed some light for us. Is that just an off-on button, or is it an up-down button? I don't know. It almost feels like an up-down. It's hard to tell. There's also, a bit hard for you guys to see, there's a fourth channel switch. How does that work? Oh, okay. Fourth channel switch is a 3-position switch. It's rather stiff. That's brand new radio, I mean, you expect that. Throttle trim and steering trim on the side. Now, this does have a lot of features. If you run motor on axle crawlers, you can actually set this up to do your 4-wheel steer, etc. with these. Michael's joined us, Steve's joined us, thanks for joining, fellas. You can actually set up your crawlers to do 4-wheel steer with these radios. So you can pick between your front wheels left, right, your rear wheels left, right, all 4 wheels, front go left, rear go right. There's, I think, about 6 different steering modes. So you can have it so it steers like a monster truck, where the front will steer like this and the back will steer like this to swing you right around quicker. You can have it so all 4 steer the same way. Brilliant for motor on axle crawlers. I mean, obviously, it's hard for me to sit here and smash on about all the features it's got because I'm not right up with all of them. Fourth channel for running a winch. Great idea. That is really good. So I may put the first one in the Demon because I took mine out of the Demon and give it to Oscar. Lovely. That's really quite nice. I like that. The GT5 from Fly Sky. And like I said, it feels nice and weighty, but not too heavy, but enough to know that it's not cheap shit. It's a quality feel radio. The wheel feels nice and smooth. It's not too stiff with the steering. It's not too light either. As silly as it may sound to some people, there's a certain feel you like with your radio. I probably would like a little bit more throw. Doesn't throw very far. But I mean, that's just me. I like a radio with a bit more throw. I could possibly put a bigger wheel on it. Brain's going overtime now. Anyway, there's even a little disc brake in there. Slow your steering down, fella. Slow it down. So yes, I will run this radio, and I will essentially do a what it's like to live with. But I mean, it looks nice, it feels nice, it's got plenty of features. It's a 6-channel. If I'm correct, that receiver was waterproof. If I'm correct, I think it may be. The radio isn't, obviously. But yeah, 20 models. That was a big selling point. I can put 20 trucks on this one radio. I've got a lot of trucks, as you guys know, so this is going to be my go-to for the majority of the crawlers. The big trucks like this thing, the SCX-10, they will migrate to the DX6 if they're not already on it. So essentially any truck that's on the DX6 now that really doesn't need to be, like the PG4L, that's on the DX6. It doesn't need to be. That's going to go on this. So I'll be able to do my lights, I'll be able to do my winch, should I have the winch. With your cross truck, should you run one of these, I can use channel 5 and 6 as my start up the truck, turn off the truck, turn the lights on, that sort of thing. So this thing is going to be fantastic. Robert, did you have any idea what price the waterproof ones from Hobby King were? It'd be lovely to know, because if they're cheap enough, I'm going to order some today. I know it's Christmas, don't care, I'll order them today. So yes, that's my radio. Now, for those that joined us late, we unboxed, and you can go back and rewatch. We unboxed a 1/24th scale, Hobby Plus RC 1/24th scale, CR24 they call these, crawler, ready to run crawler. There's 4 different body options. Some of them comes with, thank you, Robert, much appreciated. Brian's joined us. Mike's joined us. Thanks for joining, fellas. Much appreciated. Merry Christmas. There's 4 different bodies. Some of them come with a metal exo cage. That's good. Ready to run crawler comes with a 1S 600 milliamp hour LiPo. Wherever, there it is. This bad boy doesn't seem like much, but according to the box, this battery will run this truck for 45 minutes. It's impressive. Now, and I also said earlier, if you jump on the Wish app, you can pick up 2 of those 1S LiPos with a battery charger for $7. If you want the link, message me after the feed, not during, message me after the feed, and I will send you the link to the 1S charger and LiPos. It's like $7 and another $7 postage or something like that. It's bloody cheap. I couldn't believe how cheap it is. One of these batteries normally by itself would cost you between $20 and $30. So, cheap. This is a wicked looking little 24 scale truck. I'm excited to run this. Look at it. I like the suspension. It feels so soft and nice. I'm quite impressed by that. I like it. I do. And the controller for it. Completely ready to run. Comes with its own USB charger, the whole deal. Price, 114 Australian dollars, so about 95 US dollars. Cheap. Very cheap. Now, because this isn't going to be a massively long feed, because obviously it's Christmas and you've got to spend time with your family, and I can smell meat cooking out there and I'm getting hungry and I want the meat. So, I'm going to announce the competition winners. Now, I had a bit of a chit-chat with RC Mart and myself, and I even had Hannah run her eyes over it and Tamara run their eyes over it, and I got as many opinions as we possibly could to make it as fair as it could possibly be. Now, unfortunately, I'm a little annoyed by it, I guess. We only had 4 entries. 4. Come on, guys. There was like a month to build a scale garage competition. To build a scale garage out of cardboard. If I do more competitions next year, you guys have got to get in on it. If I do competitions and there's low numbers of entries, I'm just not going to do them, because it's not worth the effort and the money, etc., for me to do it. I love the idea of doing competitions. I love the idea of giving away stuff to you guys. So get involved, guys. It's fun. I had so many people message me saying, you know what, when I actually started doing that competition, I had a really good time doing it. This is why I come up with the ideas. I'm never going to do a competition where it's post a picture and win something. Unless it's like some decals. I'm not going to do it for RC Mart prizes or BCRC hoodies and mugs and all that sort of stuff for just likes. It just, come on. There's no fun in that. So, without further ado, it's probably not a great surprise to a lot of people, but the first prize for the BCRC Cardboard Scale Garage competition is Robert Godden. Congratulations, Robert. And look, I'll tell you, it was a pretty big toss-up between first and second. Pretty big toss-up. The second place for the Scale Garage competition is Lars. Lars, you cheeky bugger. Lars, can you do me a favour and tell me when exactly you started the garage? You guys should have entered. You had lots of time. Lots of time. So Lars got second place. Come on, brain. Third prize is Stephen. Stephen, I'm gonna bulge your last name, mate. Petrosovsky? Petrosovsky? Stephen P. Third prize, mate. Well done. So, for those that don't know, first prize was the $50 from RC Mart store credits with a BCRC hoodie. Second prize, going to Lars, is a $30 RC Mart's credits with a BCRC mug. Lucky bugger. Robert might actually make you an offer and try and buy you, mate, because he hasn't got one of those yet. Third prize is the $20 bloody RC Mart credits and some BCRC decals. Now, there was only 4 people that entered. Hamish was the 4th person that entered, and Hamish, I'm going to send you some BCRC decals and a scale banner. Bang. I'm going to do that, mate, because you had a crack and you did what you could with the time that you had. I've been telling everyone enter. I know what I'm like. If there was 10 entries, I probably would have bought you all decals. Now, I got messaged by Roro last night. Just after it had finished, and he said he's been out of town for the last few days or whatnot, and he didn't have his phone with him. Told him to send me a picture. Roro's going to send me a picture and or post it on the group. I'm going to send Roro some decals too. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, damn it. So Roro's going to get some decals. Hamish, you're going to get a sheet of BCRC decals and a scale banner. Stephen got 3rd, Lars got 2nd, and Robert got 1st. Now, I have to say this too, Lars. Your photography on that picture was absolutely beeping spectacular. The photography of your shot was so good, it damn near got you 1st place. And that's coming from about 5 different people that looked over all these stuff. It wasn't just me. 5 different people looked over this. Anyone that knows what Robert does with cardboard is just stupid. Robert, I've asked you, mate, if you could do a post on how you built some of that stuff, it might inspire some people for the next competition to go, holy crap, that's actually not that hard, or I see now how he thinks and this is how he does it. So Robert is a magician with cardboard. Every single thing in that garage is cardboard or sticky tape or hand painted. It's stupid. It is just stupid how good that garage is. So essentially the difference, and this is how close it was, the difference between 1st and 2nd, it was like this close. Because Lars's photography was so good. I mean, it looked like there was, I don't know, like the moonlight was almost shining through this garage with dust in it, and it looked like an old garage or shed that's been sitting there for a long time. And it's like, bloody hell, mate. Lars didn't spend much time in that garage. If you scroll up a bit, let me have a look here. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I started a bunch of last live feed, stopped recording, spent 4 hours on it. Used 1 hour to set up the lighting. I believe that. So there you go. Lars did 4 hours, and he got 2nd prize. So, look, I love doing these things, and I want to do more competitions, and I want to have you guys go, you know what, bugger it, I'll have a go. Don't stress about it being a bit crappy or anything like that. Who cares? I've built lots of crappy stuff. I just don't post it online. Then people know you build crappy stuff. People, please don't message me during a feed. Robert, I really thought Lars was going to win. It was amazing. I tell you what, Lars was the first one to post his picture, and after I seen it, I thought to myself, who the hell is going to top that? That's so impressive. It's just... Yes, Robert, how much time did you spend on yours? And you can't say you did it in 4 hours, because there's a lot of time in that one. Kyle says he's in for the next one. The next one is going to be more difficult. I'll say that. Will says, got to go, dinner calls. Tag me in the link. Oh, yes. Will, send me a message, mate. Send me a message, and I'll send you the link for the trial. I'll post the link. I'll post the link in the group, the live feed, for the radio, for the little crawler. I love that. That's wicked. I'm excited about this little truck. That's good stuff. Hobby plus RC. Budget RC that's not shite. I did say I'm getting a monster truck, Ravage monster truck, basher, not a monster truck. They're ready to run as well. There's 2 different options. There's a brush one, there's a brushless one. The brushed one, I think, comes with a 2500 LiPo, and the brushless, I think, comes with a 3300 LiPo. Full ready-to-run trucks with LiPo batteries. I mean, that impresses me, because that saves beginners having to go out and go, okay, I just bought a truck. What do I need? Where do I buy it? I was giving Robert a hand, Robert from Cross RC US. I was giving Robert a hand last night. A Brazilian fellow messaged Robert, and Robert's like, I can't speak Portuguese. It's like, I can't either, Rob. Let me see if I can handle it. And I spent probably 3 hours translating all these messages that this guy was sending through and trying to help someone with RC when they speak Portuguese and you speak English is very difficult. It's even more so difficult when the person wants to buy a kit and they've never had a kit before and they don't know what they need, and you've got to try and explain. So to buy a truck that's complete RTR, bam. Kyle, I'm looking at the Charisma MSA 124. I have its big brother. How much is that one? Just looking at this, and I know this is a big call. I know it's a big call. Just looking at this, I would put this up against nearly any other 24 scale crawler out there. I mean, it's a nice bit of kit. Right, Robert's off. He's got present time with the kids because it's Christmas Day here in Australia. Thank you, Robert. Well done on the competition, mate. Bloody well done. Anyone that won anything in the competition, send me a message after the feed if you can. I will forward you on to the right people in the next couple of days, 2 to 3 days, depending on when the RC Mart people have finished their Christmas break. So you have to have a little bit of patience, but it's worth it. You get free stuff. So cost us $118. Is that US or Australian? This was 114, I think it was Australian, so about 95 US. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think it is. We've had some unboxings. We've had the competition winners announced. We've had a little scale Christmas tree up here. People, please stop messaging me during your live feed. There, Christmas tree. US. Yeah, so, I mean, these are a bit cheaper. But we should do a comparison, see what each one comes with, etc. And it's all about value for money, I reckon. If you don't have to spend a fortune, but you can have the same amount of fun, why spend a fortune? Okay. That meat's smelling too good for me to sit in here any longer. I have to go and eat the food that Hannah is cooking. Full credit to Hannah too. She said she's pretty noisy in the kitchen, which she is. But I've barely heard her, so that's good. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming on and watching. Thank you for all those that joined the competition and had a crack. I really do appreciate that. If you guys would like to give this a share, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate that too. Look, Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Look after yourselves and have fun with your families. That's what this time of year is all about. Lovely. We'll see you on the next live feed. No idea when it's going to be, but we'll see you there. Take care.